real estate, ATMs, vending machines, house hacking, those are concepts that are very easy to grasp. And even when reading about them, you read several depictions of it, but how you don't get stuck, I'm going to answer your other question, how you don't get stuck in analysis paralysis is you learn enough to not be taken advantage of. I went to school for accounting. I don't have a certification in accounting, but I went to school to get some insight on what a ledger is and how to balance a ledger and accounting. And what that does for me is, so when I hire an accountant, I still have an accountant that works for me. But when they explain something to me, it's harder for them to slip something past me because I understand what I'm looking at. Or I have and if I don't understand something, I stop my accountant and I say, explain this to me because this portion doesn't make sense, or there seems to be a bigger gap than you're alluding to here. And that's it. That's all you want. I don't need to have a certification. Too many people, they want to invest in real estate and they think, well, I'll just become a real estate agent. That's stupid. That's a lot of extra work for nothing, right? I'm perfectly fine with my real estate agent making a commission off of me buying real estate. I'm perfectly okay with that. And they deserve it, right? Because they're the ones that have the passion, the drive, and the initiative. But me now having to anything I want to invest in, I need to be the forward face of it. I think that's a silly thing to do. I don't need a certification or be an accountant to hire an accountant. I don't need to, in order to buy real estate, I need to get my real estate license. Sure, you save money because now you save on fees, but I find people who are like that are just trying to cut out the middleman. And I don't particularly have a problem with someone else making money with me. I think it's a selfish act. I don't have a problem with someone else making money and you and I making money together. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to make money and I want to make money. Why do I need to cut you out of the deal? So I think that's part of our problem in America today. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the matter and how I've invested over the years.
Oh yeah, it sounds like there's no dumb questions, and you should seek expert advice, and you should be willing to ask questions that you don't understand to these experts. And then when you find that expert, to how you so eloquently put it, can flip it over, turn it to the side, put it up. I thought you was talking about something else for a second. But when you find that expert that knows how to put these different concepts in these different positions, that's probably your supporting staff. And you shouldn't feel less than by having people, because what it sounds like you said is a lot of the people that you've discovered, and I've discovered as well, people who don't hire different people, they think they're saving money when really they're not. There's actually a couple definitions, couple words. Like, let me ask you something, Marcus. When you hear the words idiot and imbecile, what's a one-word definition that comes to mind?
Idiot and imbecile, not intelligent.
Got it. Well, that's more than one word, but I'll take that.
Sorry.
A lot of people say stupid. A lot of people say dumb, right? Same thing. But I'm a wordsmith, Marcus, and I like to look up words, right? I looked up, and just so you know, my introduction to these words, because my granddaddy was a wordsmith as well. He was one of those people that even back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, like he had the full encyclopedia set, the full Webster's dictionary set, and of course he taught us what he knew as well. And one thing that he would tell me about the words idiot and imbecile, and if you look in the old Webster dictionary, this is what it says. It says an idiot is somebody with the mental capacity from 0 to 3 years old. An imbecile is somebody with the mental capacity of 3 to 7 years old. And when you look at the definition now on Google, it just simply says somebody that's stupid. But what I did was I looked up the origin of these words, and come to find out, the origin of the word idiot meant a private person. The origin of the word idiot, the definition is a private person. Now, where they was describing it, where if you were with the Senate, you were considered a public citizen, and if you were part of the normal masses, you were considered a private person. And it just so happens that the people in the government back then, and some might say they haven't changed their way of thinking, the people in the government back then considered the regular general public to be idiots, private citizens. And then it developed over time to become stupid, right? But then I said, hold up. Well, if the origin of the word idiot is a private person, I wonder what the origin of the word imbecile is. I looked up the origin of the word imbecile. The definition is a person without a supporting staff. And what they're talking about is a staff like a stick. But, you know, all these words are the same because you use a human staff to help you do things. Like you can use a stick to defend yourself. You can use a stick to keep you upright. You can use a stick to reach for something, just like you can use your supporting staff, your experts to do different things for you. And I said, well, it seems like if you're somebody who doesn't work with experts and somebody who tries to keep everything private to yourself and don't find the right people to work with to be your supporting staff, you're an idiot and you're an imbecile. And I'm not even insulting you. That's just the definition of the word.
You're a private person who doesn't utilize staff.
Supporting staff.
Supporting staff. Yeah. Yeah. That aligns. Good. I like that.